And you stole the perfume.
I didn't steal the perfume.
You stole it.
It's meant to be taken.
She stole it.
No, I saw them stick it in their bag, and I thought I would do the same.
She looked at me on stage like,
And you died a little.
a little bit.
Ready for Crew Dragon and Team Tech.
Launching.
All aboard the mothership, ladies, Earths, Earthlings, worms, wormettes. Everybody, welcome to season 3 of In Our Own World. Welcome back, baby.
Wow, I'm really shocked I still remember the buttons.
And I am really shocked that it has been 252 days since we have been with you. But in space, time goes a little bit faster. So it's been like 3 days, right?
Yeah.
Did you miss us, Earthlings?
I missed us. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I feel like a little kid. I've been dancing in my chair for the last 5 minutes like, we're finally back. We're finally back.
How do you feel being back, babe?
Oof. I feel a myriad of emotions, right? When you have as much time off as we've had to reflect, to think about the last couple of seasons, I'm excited to learn more like we do every time we're here. But I'm also excited to sort of continue this personal journey that I think I stepped foot on a couple of months ago, which was trying to do a better job showing up as the most authentic version of myself, which can be hard. Really, I'd like to set an intention today to just kind of roll through the motions with everybody and share more about my inner dialogue and perform the daily task of trying to be my rawest, truest version of myself with everybody. So that's where I'm at for episode 1.
Okay, well, snaps for that. But I mean, if we're going on that train, you said you want to be the most authentic and raw version of yourself. Just take your clothes off.
Very funny.
What? I don't hear anybody laughing.
Very funny.
Okay, well,
anyway.
you said something that I want to correct you on. You said,
Okay.
with all this time off, girl, we have not had time off. We
Good
need
points.
to update our mothershipians. I'm very happy to be in space now, but our time on Earth was very fruitful.
was playing on stage with Cindy
Oh,
Lauper.
gosh, please.
Come on. You're so cool.
First of all, Cindy's so cool.
Yeah, she is. She really is.
She's one of the coolest musicians of our entire time. I don't know how to describe it. Up until now, and getting to know her has been a real gift. She really loves music. I love it when she strolls in with her recorder to practice. You know, like, she really is a consummate musician.
She really is. And she's so detail oriented. She catches everything. Everything.
Well, yeah, I remember, like, you know, we were in rehearsal one day and she's like, you got to put a little 10 dBs down on the 10K for me, please. It's killing me. I'm like, oh, okay, girl.
Your
She's a little
impression of her is
engineer.
perfect. That's exactly
With love.
That's exactly what she sounds like.
She does, but she's really inspired me a lot. And we've been able to play some pretty cool shows and also, like, just be a part of musicians who are still amplifying what it is to be a live musician.
Yeah.
I mean, we
A
were
real
at
band.
and like we were at Glastonbury, and a lot of people don't know this, and I'm going to be completely real with you guys. Like, a lot of festivals that are happening nowadays, there's playback happening, which, if you're not a musician, like, playback, for example, is there's a track playing on stage,
Right.
and either a couple of musicians are maybe playing over it, or, you
Right,
know, like, your vocal track is playing over it.
Which, of course, for things like lighting design and things like, you know, for production reasons, a lot of times playback is necessary or...
Right. However, when it comes to musicianship and, like, why we do what we do, like, we get on the stage to play, you know, and I really respect Cindy for the importance that she places on us playing live.
Yeah.
And
cool.
unfortunately, I'm going to be real with you guys. Nowadays, you know, probably 80% of the artists are not playing live. And so you go play live and you get criticized because you think, oh man, wow, it doesn't sound perfect. Doesn't sound, it's like, duh, you guys,
That's
we're
part of the
playing music.
experience.
That's why you're coming to see us, man. And honestly, like,
Didn't you mess up and she told you something like
Yeah.
good?
no,
Well, you
well,
didn't mess
no,
up.
I did mess up.
Yeah, but nobody who doesn't know the arrangement would be able to tell.
Guys, Cyndi Lauper is a rock and roller.
Yeah, she
when
is.
she decides to end the song,
You gotta be
the
ready.
song is over. The song is over. Whether that be in the middle of a solo, whether that be you're doing a freaking grand jeté, whatever it is that's happening, she puts her arms up, the queen has spoken. The song is over. Unfortunately, I was taken away and I messed up because I wasn't looking at my band director, which is
Yeah.
what she is.
Yeah.
So the song ended and I'm like, oop, I'm still playing. So I decided to go bum and create an ending that wasn't there. And she looked at me on stage like,
And you died a little.
a little bit. 20% of me is
I mean,
gone.
that audience was what, like 80,000 people? More than 80, like 150,000 people?
More.
Something crazy.
More.
Glastonbury audience is insane amount of people.
It was a lot. But anyway, I felt terrible. And then, we had a conversation after. She's like, you know what? You kept playing. You created your own ending. I'm going to give you that. I'm like, I
so
felt
good.
so bad. Sorry, Cindy. I love you.
so good.
I won't mess up again. I promise. But anyway, no, it really is an amazing experience. It kind of makes me feel like happy that I'm able, and there's still opportunities out there for musicians to be playing with live bands and rock and
Heck
rollers.
yeah.
So
Well, not everybody gets to play with
no, yes.
rock icon, pop legend Cyndi Lauper, but
Yes.
but you do, so that's cool. That was also the trip where we ended up. This was really out there for us. Emily and I were just doing some research. We did not plan well for our time in the UK, and that's where these shows with Cyndi were taking place. But that's okay because we were there to work.
Yeah.
And we were doing some research, like what's going on in London right now, and this was around Gay Pride. So we find that there's a drag brunch. Jean Paul Gaultier Gottmik collaboration drag brunch, and the tickets were £60.
Come on, UK.
Which I was like, wait, what?
better deflation.
That included a cocktail, the meal, and the show, and I was like, that is
and a goodie bag.
and it was for a good cause, okay, and a goodie bag, and a
for the
great goodie
gays.
bag.
For the gays.
Everything for the gays. But so first of all, I was completely floored. I'm like, this has to be a joke. There's no way that it's only £60. It was a gorgeous venue. I'm never gonna forget that venue.
And you stole the perfume.
I didn't steal the perfume.
Yeah,
It was
you
the
did.
centerpiece. Guys,
You stole it.
it's a centerpiece. It's meant to be taken.
She
And,
stole it.
no, and everybody else was already taking it. So I saw them stick it in their bag, and I thought I would do the same. Okay, I'm a team player. I don't want to let the other guests look bad in front of Gottmik.
Yeah.
Okay, but Gottmik, please tell the people how you feel about this person.
That's how I feel about Gottmik. If you don't know RuPaul's Drag Race, all right.
Who doesn't?
Then you're sleeping. Biatch.
No tea, no shade. All tea, all shade.
Anyway, it's an amazing drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race who not only is inspirational in his story, like who he is in real life,
Right.
but as a performer and as a fashion icon who also is best friends with Violet Chachki, who also have a podcast called Hey Gorge. Hey Gorge, if you guys want to come on In Our Own World, that's your invitation.
Wow.
But it's somebody that I really
Admire.
and that I've been able to share with you, and that through that process I would venture to guess that you also
totally.
admire
I stand Gottmik.
as, the Vogue stylist that you are,
Oh, thank
ma'am.
you.
Let's call a spade a spade. Yeah, so we go to this brunch. I'm like, oh my God, Jem, I don't know what I'm going to do. I wasn't expecting for this to happen. So all of a sudden, it gets quiet. Gottmik, literally, Jem kept going, oh my God, those doors on the right, I think Gottmik is back there.
Yeah,
I
I was
think,
like, no,
I'm like,
no.
nah. She's like, yeah. All of a sudden, boom, the doors open. Gottmik comes out. You see me looking at me. And I'm
Yeah.
like, ah! Jem starts.
I start filming
Yeah.
because I know that Em's having like the time of her life.
Yeah.
Okay, so I start filming the whole performance. Gottmik is going around. Right when I stop the camera and I'm filming another video, Gottmik comes to our table. Emily is sitting on the outside of the table, like where she's walking, and she gives Emily a lap dance. And I thought your soul was gonna come out of your body.
Guys, I started sweating. I don't know if you know what water park pits and water park back and water park ass are, but one thing is sweating, and then water park pits, ass, and tits, or whatever's happening, is when you start profusely sweating and you feel the drops like dropping in other parts of your body. So now you know. Also, water park ass.
Yeah.
That happens. But anyway, I had water park body. And I died. It was amazing. And then Jem being Jem, which, girl, listen, if you taught me anything, it's, what's that phrase? Like, don't ask for...
You don't know if you don't ask.
Yeah, but it's like, it's better to ask for...
Well, that's not my phrase. It's better to ask for forgiveness than ask for permission.
Girl. I cannot exercise that phrase, but today was the first day that I did. So this door, this aforementioned door that Jem said, she goes, let's just walk through there on the way out. I'm like, water park pits.
She's like, no,
I'm like,
Jam,
no,
that's,
no, no.
That's where the drag queens were coming out of. I'm like, who cares? The event is over. Let's just go. Maybe she's there and you can say hi.
Okay, so she gets up with her stolen perfume in her bag.
Okay.
And we start we start walking towards the door. She just walks in. I'm like, all right, I'm going to follow you. And who is on the couch right there drinking a glass of champagne?
Gottmik.
Gottmik. And then I look at her, and what did I say? I looked at you and I said, I can't.
I know.
I have
and
to
I'm
say
like,
something.
I'm like, go right now. I'm like speaking to her through my teeth. Go right now. Go say hi.
So I'm like, hi, how are you? Oh my God, I love you so much. You inspire me. And just everything that you do is just, you're the best. And you smell so good. And you're so pretty. And everything you do is amazing. Thank you. She's like, oh, thank you so much. Give me a hug.
Yeah,
And I'm like, que pena. Now I have my whole water park body on Gottmik. But anyway, some of my sweat mixed with Gottmik's sweat.
And you, look
Thanks
at
to
that.
you.
Well, you're welcome.
Thank
I
you.
love that.
It's the truth. That's what happened. Oh, I have one. How about one of the most amazing things that happened this summer, aka Mañana será bonito, diferente. Hey. All right. So
Okay, we have to start the story from the beginning.
a very good place to start.
Okay, so it's funny because it's actually been since the last time we were here that the first encounter with Carol G took place. So this is technically part of the catch up.
Bichota.
Which
Put
I think
reverb
was-
on this.
Bichota.
Okay. So, first of all, Emily was invited to headline at the first Montreux Jazz Festival to
gosh.
take place in the United States. So thank you, everybody.
Shout out Montreux. Thank you, Montreux.
Claps and claps for Emily. That's
No.
incredible.
Claps for Montreux. Keep jazz alive, baby.
And it was an incredible show. And about a couple of weeks before that show, and everything was already in motion, we got was it a text?
Yeah. WhatsApp.
A WhatsApp.
I looked down at my phone. Hola, mommy, it's Carol G. I said, damn, AI is getting real.
No, because they were voice messages. And we're like, there's no freaking way. Carol G's not going to just message you out of the blue. Come on, that's not Carol G. It was.
Definitely was.
It was Carol G.
Being way nicer than she should have been.
Like, super adorable, by the way. Like, she's so freaking cute. But anyway.
Carol
yeah.
likes boys, but she knows she get it. No.
Okay, nice. But inviting Emily to join her, which I think was so incredible,
Yeah.
as she was getting the
Billboard
Women in Music Award
yeah.
for the year. And funny thing, the show ended on Sunday. The show that we played for Montreux was on Sunday. We needed to be on a plane Monday morning to
Yeah.
go to LA to play that Wednesday. But I guess Carol and her team were happy because they invited Emily to play yet again. This time, at the end of her massive, global, super successful tour, Mañana será bonito, for the last show of the tour in Madrid,
Spain, yeah.
in Spain, at
The last 4 shows, which, by the way, props, because 4 sold-out shows at the Bernabeu. It was unbelievable.
Yes, it
Like,
was
the energy in that crowd, the way that her fans love her, with due reason, but
right.
it was really something special.
You're right.
But we also had some stuff going on. I was working on the anthem for the Leagues Cup with my dad,
Epic.
and you were working on your photo shoots and everything that you were doing. So we were like, the podcast is starting. All right, but we got to make this happen.
Yeah,
you know
there's
what
no
I mean?
way you're gonna say no to that opportunity. So I'm in my representative of Emily mode, which I do a lot in our work together. I'm on her team on the managerial side, so that means that when we travel together, I'm her rep, and so that was where my head was at. And we're in Madrid. We're there for 10 days, and Bernabeu. That stadium in Madrid is located in a place that's overwhelmingly a residential area. And we came to find out that there were some issues with the sound. Residents were complaining. And so there had to be a little bit of a shift of events. And it turns out that Emily was only going to play the last day.
Right. And more so than that, let me just insert one little thing
Go
there,
ahead.
because Carol decided to open a space for something that never happens,
Okay.
which is not only all women playing salsa music.
Her band. Yeah, absolutely.
She already has a band that plays with her live as a part of the show. She brought about
whole other
8 or
band.
9 other musicians, and we were
Right.
playing horns, extra vocals, congas, all these incredible live elements that we were bringing to, let's be real, a reggaeton concert,
Yeah.
which is really cool,
Yeah, it's really cool.
because it's such an important part of what pop music is right now, and something that is so readily accessible on the radio. But she made it available for musicians, female musicians, to be up there playing. But that's not easy in a concert where you don't usually have a huge live band playing.
Right.
It brought a bunch of other, hurdles and obstacles that we had to get over. A lot of rehearsal.
Yeah.
We were rehearsing until 10 p.m.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
like-
she's incredible. She is one of the hardest, I'm sure, one of the hardest working people in the world. And she's involved in every element of what you experience of her as an artist, as a performer. And so I learned in this experience, and I really admire the amount of intention behind how good she really wants things to be. She really wants it to be as perfect as possible for everybody, and she really cares. So unfortunately, that meant that although we were originally, or rather Emily originally was going to play the last 4 shows, that they restructured the way the performance was going to go, and this was going to be like a special moment for the very last night.
Right. So we were all like, we're ready, we're
Gearing
here,
up,
we're rolling
excited.
with the punches, But unfortunately, because of some of these changes, and again, like if you've seen her concert setup, and please like go look up some of the videos, the video wall is unbelievable.
Yeah,
it's like
so
most of the
crazy.
stage. But as a result, when you're on the stage getting ready to perform, you're literally right behind the video wall, like, putting your instruments on, putting your headphones, everything. Like that's where you're standing to get ready. And because of our performance, we had to go under the stage
Right,
to
to
be
get on a
brought up
platform.
on this riser. So we're at the last day of sound check, which sound check is like the day of the show right before you perform, essentially a couple hours.
Well, this was the day before.
Right, the day before, right?
Yeah.
The day before, you get up on stage and you run the song one time, twice if you're lucky, with Carol on stage, which is, one of the only times that she gets to hear, what we've been working on for her, etc. So the amazing collection of women that we were there, with behind stage, we're getting ready to do one of the last sound checks the day before.
The day before the
we're
show.
ready
The day
to
before the
perform.
finale.
And it's about, I want to say what, Jem, 10 minutes before sound check, maybe?
Maybe like 20 before
20.
soundcheck was supposed to start.
Right,
which,
but
you
we're
know,
on the stage at
We
this
were on
point.
the stage. We were
Yeah,
backstage.
Exactly.
We get a text.
And we get a text that, unfortunately, another situation had happened with one of the main singers of that song, of that performance,
salsa band.
and she wasn't going to be able to make it.
Yeah.
Well, what happened then, Gemini Hernandez?
Okay, so what? I don't even know how to answer that question because I've been asking myself for a while. Like, really, how did that even happen? And I'm just gonna chalk it up to divine intervention. But what literally happened was,
I'm going to chalk it up to balls.
okay, well, what actually happened was when the background vocalist dropped out, I think everybody collectively, the core band and the salsa band was kind of like in a state of panic because you can't just have a missing piece of a musical arrangement. It's noticeable and you'll feel the absence. But how do you find another musician with less than 24 hours notice?
How about less than 20 minutes?
No, well, we were thinking long term, right, for the show, but less than 24 hours notice to learn the song, learn the lyrics, learn the choreo, get credentialed to be able to go to the stadium, learn, where exactly they need to be, etc. The trumpet player for Carol's band, her name is Ella. She's awesome. She
Shout out
actually,
Ella.
yeah,
We
she
love
deserves it. She
you.
just won she was the first woman to win Producer of the Year at the Latin Grammys this past year. So she
Ella!
deserves her flowers. Ella looks over at us, and we had been spending time with these girls for like 8-9 days now. And she was like, wait a minute, don't you sing in M's band? Looking at me, and I'm like in managerial mode. I'm like, yes, why? I'm like, looking at her like, are you going to say what I think you're about to say? And she was like, why don't you do it? And I was like, wait, what? Why doesn't Emily do it?
No.
Like, babe, can't you sing?
That was about a 20-second sidebar. Was like, too high for me, bitch. Gone.
Well, we tried. No, because I think you can do anything. And
No,
I was like,
no,
that's
baby.
perfect. Emily will be playing and she'll be singing and the world will really get to see her. So we tried to get her to sing it, but it was the soprano part and she is an alto. She could not sing the part. So I go outside and I'm like, crap. Like, I'd be devastated if after everything they pulled the song because of this, mishap, which it happens, man, in show business.
It happens.
When I go outside, the other girls from the salsa band were all like huddling over, you know, their phones, and they looked. I'm a chismosa. Okay, I'm just gonna call it out there. But they were on their phones and looking at stuff, and I'm like, okay, what's going on? They're like, oh, you know, we're just looking. We're trying to figure out if we can recommend anybody to Rob, the musical director, before tomorrow. And I was like, oh crap. Okay, yeah. Let me think of anyone. I don't really know anybody in Madrid. And they're like, I swear to God, you were there. I don't remember what it was. One of them that said, but one of the vocalists was like, wait, don't you sing? And I'm like, you're freaking lying to me. And I was like, look, I'm going to go talk to Rob. I've heard the song. I've been in rehearsals. And I'm going to tell him, if he wants, I will sing the part for soundcheck until they find somebody else.
For sound check, my butt.
What? From your perspective.
Girl, from my perspective, I was in absolute awe of the swiftness in which you sprung into action. Not only that, how all these girls, women are so powerful and beautiful. When we join together, we can do freaking anything. This girl, with the help of the other amazing girls, but
they're incredible.
To your credit, like, I don't know how you did this. Literally, while Carol is sound checking, oh, I say, baby, oh, I say, boom. They're behind the stage going, Amargura, doing the sound. She learned the choreo. She learned the part. And 15 minutes later, she was on the stage practicing it for the first time with Carol G staring at us.
She was really staring at me.
Waiting for anything to go wrong.
She was really looking at me because she knows who we are. And she knows who I am. And she was like, you got this? I'm like,
all I have to say is everything happened how it had to happen. It was a big representation of the beauty of women, the beauty of musicianship.
Oh, yeah. I was honored, honestly, by
camaraderie, when
support.
People really are united for the same cause. And you know what? It was an amazing moment. You look beautiful. You killed it. And how awesome that we could look at each other coming up those risers in front of all those people. Yay!
You know, it's funny because you've asked me, like, obviously, especially after this happened, like, you weren't nervous. And I really think that I think I was just so, it all happened so quickly that I didn't have, like, the opportunity to build the nerves.
Well, you killed it.
So thank you.
It was a blast.
Thank you. You killed it. Your solo was incredible.
Thanks.
And that was very fun. That was very fun. Okay.
All right. Well,
what else happened? Oh, I picked up cereal again, guys. I don't know at what point in my life I stopped eating cereal, but like I've been on a cereal kick for the last couple of months.
That's what you're talking about? She picked up cereal. It's not like she just turned 30 and tattooed a G on me.
Oh,
Jem tattooed me on her 30th birthday. She's 30. She's old.
Ooh.
How was that, babe?
First of all, wow. I'm here to say to you listeners who were here for last season, especially who have heard second season and know what a disaster the first attempt of Camp Jem was. We've officially had a hyper successful, thank you to Emily, Camp Jem this year.
Thank you to you with my help.
I couldn't have done it without you. For the last day of Camp Jem, Em had our friend Chris, who was here last season as well, come up to where we were and give us tattoos. So there's like a bunch of people out there with Camp Jem tattoos.
That was awesome.
At the very end of it, which, by the way, we haven't even talked about this, so I'm glad that we're here. I threw that comment away at you. I was like very kidding, like, oh, babe, what if I do a tattoo on you? And Em, super seriously, was like, yeah, absolutely. And literally let me tattoo her, which I think is crazy.
Why?
Because I'd never let you tattoo me.
Babe, girl. First of all, we've been together 8 years. Second of all, literally, I woke up in the morning. Okay, almost 8 years.
Just saying.
In December.
You haven't earned it yet.
Oh, Lord,
okay.
Please. I haven't earned it, but you wrecked my arm.
You're so dramatic.
Not wrecked it because it looks beautiful. It hurt. It really hurt.
I know.
But
you
anyway,
say that, but.
No, the next morning, I'll never forget. You like woke me up like a lab in bed. Like I woke up and you were like staring at me and you're like, are you sure?
I felt like.
She's like, are you sure that you wanted that on your body?
I know. I was like, did she do that to be nice?
You could always cover it up. And I looked at her, I said, baby.
You could cover it up if you
want to. What did I say,
to.
baby? I said, no matter what, whether you decide to leave me, whether you hate me or not, in some time, which I know is not going to happen because we're ride or die. But if that were to happen, I would never, ever want to forget our time together. So my G stays.
You're so
just
cute.
Like you. But anyway, no, yeah. I, of course I was serious. You know I'm crazy like that.
I know.
And that's not that crazy.
That was really nice to hear, by the way. you know, that validation. Because yeah, of course I was like, holy crap, like, I love you, but you're such a people pleaser. And I was like, God, did she do that because she thought that I wanted her to do it? Like, I really hope she realizes it's okay if she wants to cover it up. That it was fun, but
Well, I got another tattoo, which is this flaming heart that Jem doesn't like. But my original idea was that the tattoo that Chris did on me last season, please go look, this one. It says figure E here because that represents me. So what I wanted him to do was to do the figure G next to the heart. So that represented you.
well, thank you.
But it's much better to have your G here. So
You're welcome.
thank you. Still
You're
here.
welcome. Oh, hello. How could we forget? My grandparents lived with us for 4 months.
Oh, that was amazing.
that was amazing.
I'm sad they're gone. It was
I know.
amazing. That was
Emily
really
and I
beautiful.
really looked like parents sending their kids off to college
Oh, we
when they
cried.
were driving
We
away.
were like-
cried.
waving as the car went
I
away.
know. To be honest with you, I would have never wanted them to leave.
No, that's a really beautiful aspect of, I feel like, something that comes ingrained in our Latino culture.
Yeah.
Which is like that love and appreciation for our grandparents. And it was a true gift to have them back there.
I know.
You know?
I know.
I loved it.
I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie in the beginning. You know, because you never know when.
Well,
you...
they're orgies, you know?
What? Oh God.
But it never became a problem. They never.
My grandparents are not having orgies. For those of you out there who aren't used to M's sense of humor.
Sorry, Miguel. Sorry, Magali.
But yeah, I was nervous at first, you know. I thought that perhaps whenever you move in with somebody that you have a relationship that matters to you, but whether it's a roommate or a friend or whatever, it can be a little scary to like, especially as adults, to be living under one roof because everybody has lifestyles and their own lifestyle and their own quirky ways of being. And I would never want to do anything that could in any way harm my relationship with my grandparents. That relationship means way too much to me. But it was some of the best months
Yeah, it made it
ever.
stronger.
It was so nice. It was so nice to not
Yeah,
hear her not
knock.
out the
Hello.
Hola, abuela. So cute. And walk her home.
Yeah.
Off 10 steps away.
I love it. Well, yeah, so that's some of what we've been up to.
Yeah. M became a spider daddy.
Oh, God. We'll get to that a little later.
Oh, against her will, she's a spider
No,
daddy.
I
now.
love you, Scarlett. I love you. Welcome to the family. I'm never gonna, all of my kids I love very much, even though I didn't have the say in adopting some of them. But I love you, Scarlett. We'll talk about that more. All right. Well, that's a little bit of what we've been up to. But since we've been on Earth, we've kind of missed out on something really important.
Ooh, what is that?
You tell me.
Don't tell me it's what I think it is.
Do you think it's everybody's outer space fan who's networking the whole world, the coolest thing you've ever heard in your life? Space News!
Insert music here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there's been a lot happening in outer space since you've been gone, and I'm going to tell you right now. NASA decides to keep 2 astronauts in space until February. Nix's return on the troubled Boeing capsule. Additionally, they have sent a rescue pod with condoms for the 2 people left on board as they report, we don't need that drama in space.
Wow.
I understand. You don't need anybody preggers other than there. Japanese company to deorbit big hunk of space junk by 2029.
Oh, cool.
Almost all sources working on the deorbit have confirmed that 90% of this rock includes all of your missing socks and a few thousand guitar picks. So
Wow.
fingers crossed, that's where they are. Hopefully they'll be back in 2029, everybody. Finally, scientists drilled the longest ever piece of Earth's mantle from an underwater mountain near the Lost City, right? Turns out that this is where Chapel Rowan is hiding from her fans. More on this later. And this has
Burn.
been Space News! Oof. Damn, a lot going on in space, baby.
To be Chapel Roan.
Hey, that's a good hiding spot.
Hey, listen, just so that we don't glance over that, harassment is not okay under any circumstance. And I think that that's the most important part of that message, okay? Okay, so you know that it wouldn't be a proper, appropriate introduction to the season without a little game.
Oh, boy.
Okay, this game, I did not come up with the idea. If you are on TikTok, you will have seen this game before.
Why are you pointing at me?
Well, okay. You, general you, will have seen this game before. It's called Couples Dictionary. Okay, so you know the rules of the game.
Yeah, I know the rules. Explain it to
Okay,
them.
so I'm gonna put a couple of phrases. The couple of phrases we've written out ahead of time, right before here. And we're gonna hold the phrase over our head,
Okay.
and we have to guess what it is depending on the description. So
Okay.
these are words and phrases that you and I use in our daily life.
Oh, I thought. Oh, yeah. Okay, got it.
Okay, so I have to hold up mine without looking, and you have to hold up yours one at a time.
Oh.
Yeah, on my forehead.
Uh-huh.
So then, don't look.
Oh, I'm not. Okay. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm rusty.
Okay, so then you're gonna hold one up
Okay.
on your forehead.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what you say every time that you see Josh, my sister's boyfriend.
Chuki Luki.
Yes. look. Chuki Luki.
Got it.
I love my Chuki Luki. Okay.
Oh, okay. This is what you say when you wake up in the middle of the night and you ask me to get you a snack.
Babe, can you get me an airhead?
Yes! Verbatim! Looked at her.
Babe, get me an airhead. Damn it. I love those
What
things.
do we win? Is there money involved? Okay.
No. Okay. This is the noise that you make and also the name that you say every time that you have overeaten past the point of no return.
Phil.
Yeah.
Phil is what happens when I'm full. Also, Phil is the person who comes out when I'm hungry or under the influence. Phil. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Ooh, okay. So this is what you call, another name that you call our spider baby.
Scarlina.
Try again.
What? Oh, our spider baby, Scarlet.
Yeah. You say, hello, little.
Oh, hello, little girl. No, I do. I don't know. I'm struggling. Give me another hint.
What does TikTok call spiders?
Hello, my little spoon.
Okay.
My little spoon.
Okay.
Okay, this is actually a stolen phrase from, I'm not going to tell you from who. But when you and I are out shopping and we look at something that we really, really like, but we know we don't need, what's the phrase that we always say?
Are you going to tell me that? Are you going to tell me
You're
that
gonna
you
tell
don't
me
need
that you don't
a
need-
hat that's a spider? Are you going to tell me?
You're gonna tell
You're
me.
going to tell me that you don't need.
So good. Okay.
These are so easy compared to these. It's 2 a.m. We're driving home from In Our Own World headquarters. You're hungry. Where are we going?
Oh, but that's not a thing I say. This one's disqualified.
No.
This one is disqualified.
No. It takes up too much time in my life to
Taco
be
Bell.
disqualified.
Taco Bell, obviously. Taco Bell, obviously.
Okay, fine.
That's okay. It's okay, baby. Just say it. I'm better at games than you. Just say it. Okay. Okay, so what do you say to me when you've probably asked me more than once, but you really want me to give you a kiss?
Well, I would say, baby, give me a kiss.
You do say that, but what else do you say? What else do you call it?
That one besito.
Yeah. Un besito. Give me a besito.
I need besito.
Okay. What about this?
Okay. What was the anthem of your 30th birthday?
The anthem.
Yeah. What was everybody singing on your 30th birthday always?
Singing. Oh. Pink Pony Club. I'm gonna keep Yeah.
I'm hiding in a hole under the earth's crust. I am hiding.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, Chapel.
Okay, go,
I
go.
really do like you. We just gotta
You have
talk.
two more than me.
It's
but
fine.
that's okay.
You're better at games than me.
What do you say when you're either asking me or sharing with me that you're really tired?
Tengo sueño, amo
No,
pa la
no.
cama.
That's
Tengo sueño, ponme la pijama. Okay.
Tengo un sueño. I was ready to harmonize with you.
I'm tie-tie.
Yeah.
I'm tie-tie.
Die. Oh, okay. Okay, what do you say when what's your first thing that you say in the name for when you inflate balloons and put them in your boobs and in your butt?
Yuri? Listen, guys, you got to stick around the rest of the season to meet Yuri because that might be one of our guests.
Yuri.
She's an alter ego of mine. You got to meet her.
Okay, yay!
Woo! Good
We
job, babe.
did
You win.
it.
What's new? You always win.
What can I say?
Wow, babe. Season 3.
Yeah.
We're here. I know we decided to do this one, you and me, so we could let everybody know that's been missing us because let's not lie. I know you missed us. How much we missed you.
Yeah.
And we have a really exciting season planned. We've got a lot of new stories, a lot of new disturbing things to share with you that will keep you up at night, a lot of incredible people that we've gotten to know on the podcast and now we call friends,
Yeah.
which I'm so excited to make
So
more
cool.
friends this season and introduce them to you guys. So how do you feel, babe? Are you happy to be back here
I'm
with me?
so happy to be back. It's so much nicer in outer space.
Yeah. The air's a little thin and I can't really breathe, but other than that, I feel great.
Great. This was amazing. I'm so excited. I can't wait. It's
It
gonna be a
was.
great season.
So if you're joining us now, please do not forget to hit subscribe, follow us, listen on Apple Music, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts. Follow us on socials at In Our Own World Pod.
Yes. And for a limited time.
No, for a limited time, what?
I'm just kidding.
I want an exclusive offer.
There's no exclusive offer.
Jeez, Jump's got her cowboy boots on. She's trying to sell us something.
Yeehaw.
Well, guys, it's been amazing having you back on the mothership for season 1 of episode 3. Strap in.
What? Season 3 of episode 1. You said season 1 of episode 3. Baby.
You said season 3 of episode 1? That's what you just said. That's crazy.
Oh, episode 1 of season 3. Never mind. We both messed up. We both messed up. Episode 1 of season 3.
Sorry, iHeart. Fire us right now. Thanks for flying with us.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, everybody. We love you. Thanks for flying with us on In Our Own World. We'll see you next week, hopefully, if we get our mental facilities intact. Love you. Thanks for flying with us. See you soon.
Ready for Crew Dragon and Team Tech.
I got it right. No.